Hi everyone, welcome to today's session. Today we're going to talk about the Google AI advanced features. So Google has just recently launched the new version of the Gemini 2.5 Pro. So we're going to explore the Google AI Studio. We're going to see what are the advanced features they have in their Google AI Studio, and we're going to see how we can utilize in our own project. Let's say if you're creating any POC type of application, how we can utilize the API of the Gemini in our own code language, and how we can utilize it, how we can set a prompt, how we can generate the context, how we can generate the text from that. So let's start our session. So my introduction, I'm Ehtisham Raza. I'm working as a AS strategy lead at Hazen Technologies, and I'm also working at Data TechOn as a AI engineer and educator, and also I'm part of teaching faculty at LUMS. So that's all about myself. In today's agenda, we're going to first walk you through about the Google AI Studio. We're going to explore the every single feature of the Google AI Studio. We're going to see how different models are available there and how we can utilize those all the language models, just like we have Gemini 2.5 Pro, Gemini 2.0, any language model we have to utilize, how we going to use it. Then going to have the hands-on of the basic features, just like they have recently included the streaming feature. You can just simply stream your screen, and Gemini is going to help you on that. And we're going to see also walk through about the advanced features, and we're going to see the live demonstration. We're going to create a API key. We're going to utilize that API key in our programming language that will be written in Python, and we're going to call the Gemini model through the through the programming language. So Google AI Studio is your playground for generative AI. If you have to do any sort of generative AI task, if you have to generate a text, if you have to generate a video, if you have to generate an image, you have to generate a script, you have to generate any kind of thing through a language model. You can go and play with the Google AI Studio that will have the open source language model. You just simply call those language model that will be available for use. So that is a free and web-based platform that allows you to explore different type of language model. So we have Gemini latest version, from starting till latest version. We have all the language model. You can just simply use any language model for your ease. So ideal for prototyping. Let's say you are creating any application as a prototype level and you're not expert in any programming language. You have to create a mobile application for your prototype, for your business, for your startup, and you don't know how to write a code. But if you are not a programming expert, you can just simply go to the generative Google AI Studio. You can write your prompt and it will start generating a text for you, and you can just simply use it. And if you have to do any kind of experimentation with the language model, that is a perfect place, that is a perfect studio that can you can utilize it. And if you have any new idea, you have to generate anything from your idea, you can just simply go and type your prompt and you will be able to get your response. Generate text, just like we have discussed, it is good in generating text. You have to create the images. You can create a very creative images. It can write a code for you if you are doing any if you're creating any mobile application, if you're creating any web application, if you're doing any machine learning, deep learning, generative AI work, you have to write a code to train a machine learning model, deep learning model, AI model. You can just simply write a code. You can enter a prompt. That prompt will allow you to generate a code. And you can even connect with external tools with all intuitive tools. So what is meant by this? Let's say you have the Gemini, you have that have the information around the over the internet, but let's say you are creating a customized assistant chatbot which should answer only from your data set which you're going to provide. So you can simply connect your Gemini model through a RAG pipeline with your data set, with your knowledge base, and you can start asking a question. You can start communicating with your data set through a Gemini model. So that it is also possible. So Gemini Google AI Studio is perfect for developers, creatives, and anyone curious about the future of AI. So if you are a developer, that's perfect. You can just simply go and explore this. You can start using it. And if you are creating any kind of application, you are curious about the future of the AI, you want to know how the AI looks like these days, you can just simply go and explore the Google AI Studio. And the interface is very user friendly. You just have to explore over the whole UI. It will be easily friendly. So generation, it is perfect in text generation. unleash your inner author. Let's say you have to create a wide range of text stories, formats, anything you want to generate. So this Google AI Studio is perfect. So key concept, we are going to communicate with these language models through a prompt engineering. So prompt engineering is just an art. You just simply write a command in the form of language, in a human language, and that language is passed to the GIS AI models, these Gen AI models, and those Gen AI models understand your prompts. First, you write a prompt. That prompt is sent to the language model. On the language model side, they convert your prompt into the embeddings. They apply the embeddings to the language model, and language model understand those embeddings and start generating a text for you. So you have to communicate with these language model over a prompt engineering. So model parameters. So yes, you are generating a text. So there are multiple things you must have to consider while generation of your text. What should be the tone of my generated output? How frequently I'm going to use certain words. Is my text should be creative? What should be number of output tokens I have to generate? So temperature is a parameter in your language model that basically control the randomness of the output. So high the temperature is, it is going to be more creative. And let's say you want to restrict your language model, the output of your language model. You don't want to generate a very long detail of your language model. You want to keep it concise. You want to keep in the boundary of 200 words, 300 words. But as you know, if you start asking a question of any language from any language model, they goes in a very detailed explanation. So if we don't know if we don't need this, you can just simply restrict the size of your output token. So you can set the size of your output token, so it will start generating the output for you in that defined boundary. So let's say you want to generate an essay for not more than 200 words. So you can set the number of output tokens should be 200, should not be greater than this. So your output will be in this range. So let's have a look into the Google AI Studio and let's jump into it. So this is the interface. You can just simply go into the internet, just type the Google AI Studio. You'll be able to see the output like you'll be able to see the screen like this. So this is the interface. So this is where we are going to write our prompt. So let's say, hey, how are you? Can you please tell me what is the capital of France? So I'm going to write a prompt here. So it is thinking, after thinking, it will start generating the output for me. Okay. So the good thing about this, it is not only returning me the output, it is not only generating the text for me, it is returning me the reference as well from where this information is coming. So it is saying the capital of France is Paris. Okay. And this is the reference where I can go into the internet. If I have to go over there, I can go into the internet and it will start. I can easily able to see, okay, this is the from this is the information is coming. So these language models is not only bringing the information for you, but also telling you from which source I am getting this information. Situated on the Seine River in the northern part of the country, Paris is the nation's most populous city. It is located in the France region. So this is how you can do. And the output is generated from the Gemini 2.5 Pro. So this is where you can select your desired language model. Let's say I have to go to Gemini 2.0. I can select, okay, which model, which version of that model I have to use. I'm going to use the Gemini 2.5 2.0 Flash. Okay, this is going to be this. I am going to select this one, which is preview image generation. So I'm going to use it. So you can select your language model according to your desire. It will allow you to just simply select easily in a single interface. So I am going to select the Gemini 2.5 Pro because it is the latest language model in the market. And this language model has the capability to accept the of context size of 1 million. What is meant by this context size? You can pass the input prompt up to 1 million tokens. So this is a very big context size. You can easily pass this. So right now I have just utilized my 133 tokens. I have just passed my I just utilized 133 tokens. This is the temperature I can increase or decrease, which we have talked about. If I set it to 1, it is a default value. I'm going to keep it 1. Media resolution, I'm not generating any media right now, but if I am generating any image, I can set the resolution. If the resolution should be high, low, whatever the you want to select, you can go with that. Thinking mode, yes, I need the thinking mode open because I want my language model. If I give any creative task, I want it should think critically and should generate a very creative response for me. So I have to set this mode open and the tools and set the thinking budget. If you have to budget, set the budget. You can also set this here. It's up to you how many number of tokens, how many number of tokens you have to set for the thinking. Tool structured output, yes. I'm not going with the structured output, that's totally fine. Code execution, I'm not doing any code execution. Yes, this is the main thing. I have enabled this grounding with Google search. So whenever I give a prompt to my Gemini 2.5 Pro, it should return me the source as well from the Google search. So whatever the source it will be, there it is from whatever the source the information is derived, it should return me. URL context, it should return me the URL context as well. So I can enable it, disable it. And the top key is the output length. Yes, this is the output length. What should be the maximum length I want to generate? Here it is 65,000. I can increase or decrease according to my use case. So let me set it to 300 and let's see how it goes. Hey, can you tell me about the Turing machine? So let's ask about the Turing machine and see how, according to the set parameters, how the output is affected. So just thinking. See, the output is confined. It is restricted to the 200 words only. It's not going beyond this one. So it is returning the source as well. And top P, top P is basically the how frequent words, let's say you are in your output of frequent words, how many frequent words you're going to utilize. You want to utilize those frequent words again and again. If the value of top P is high, it's going to be use the unique words in your output. If it is low, it's going to not unique. So this is the just simple chat version. So let's go a very good version, the very good feature in this Google AI Studio is the streaming. This is one of my favorite. So by doing this, I can upload any document here. I can start communicating with that document here. But let me start talking with this Gemini and let me assign him a task. Hi, I hope you are doing well. I'm trying to create a mobile application for my banking app. I hold a mobile application that is not working very well. I just want to revamp this mobile application by creating some good transactional features, by giving me the right amount in my right bank balance, by giving me the monthly statement of my account. So can you give me which tech stack I should use for it?
For developing a banking app with transactional features and accurate balance information, you could consider using a combination of technologies. For the mobile app itself, cross-platform frameworks like React Native or Flutter are popular choices, as they allow you to develop for both iOS and Android with a single code base. For the backend, where you'll handle transactions and manage account data, you could use robust platforms like Node.js, Python with frameworks like Django or Flask, or even Java. For the database, where you store sensitive financial information, you'll want a secure, reliable solution like PostgreSQL, MySQL, or even a NoSQL database depending on your specific needs. Additionally, integrating with secure payment gateways and using strong authentication methods are crucial for ensuring the security of transactions and user data. It's also important to consider scalability and security features when choosing the tech stack to ensure your app can handle a growing user base and protect sensitive financial information.
Okay, thank you so much. Can you provide me a code as well for this mobile application? I'm not a developer, so I want to create an application.
I can't provide you with a complete code for a banking app right now, as I'm not able to directly generate complex code like that. However, I can guide you on the steps you could take. Since you're not a developer, you might want to consider hiring a developer or development team to build the app for you. They can take your requirements and create a custom app that meets your needs. Alternatively, you could explore no-code or low-code platforms that allow you to build apps without extensive coding knowledge. These platforms offer templates and drag and drop features that can make the process easier for you. When you're considering hiring developers or choosing a platform, make sure they have experience with secure financial applications and can implement the features you need, like accurate balance displays, transaction history, and monthly statements.
Okay, thank you so much for your assistance. Okay, so you guys
You
have seen how we can easily interact through a streaming app, through a streaming feature. Not only this, we can start sharing the screen. Let's say you're writing a code and you're stuck somewhere else in your code and your code is not working and you want some assistant. Google Gemini can be your assistant. You can just simply start sharing your screen and you just simply start speaking to this Gemini model. It will start observing your screen and it will start giving you, okay, you're doing mistake on this line, you're doing mistake on this line. So if you fix this, you will be able to write your code very well. So this is also the option available in the Gemini model. So you can explore this feature as well. Let's talk about the generating media generation. So just like we have generated a text, you can go with the media text generation as well. So you can just simply generate the image, you can generate the speech, you can generate the videos, you can do plenty of things around with this. So let's say we go with the speech generation. So this is the our script. We are going to just simply ask him, can you please generate it? So let's say. So this speech is going to be multi-speaker audio. So first it will be the from the speaker one, second it will be the speaker two. So let's say how it's going to look like. Is it going to
Hello!
be a different?
We're
Okay.
excited to show you our native speech capabilities.
Where you can direct a voice, create realistic dialogue, and so much more. Edit these placeholders to get started.
I hope. So just simply you can set the interaction. Okay, read aloud in a warm, welcoming tone. Okay, that's perfect. So this is the speaker one. So this is the speaker one who is going to be the starting their conversation and the speaker two. So we want to add another dialogue. Let's say we're going to say, hi, I work in a company where I create AI-based solutions for our customers based in legal firm. So this is going to be my speaker two. Let's say if I have to and add another one, I'm going to say, oh, I'm going to say a very, you can say, expressing moments, oh, and see how it's going to start generating a text. Wow, that is wonderful. But let's see how it looks like.
Hello! We're excited to show you our native speech capabilities.
Where you can direct a voice, create realistic dialogue, and so much more. Edit these placeholders to get started.
Hi! I work in a tech company where I create AI-based solutions for our customers based in legal firm.
Oh, wow. That is wonderful.
Okay, so you guys have seen how we can set the tone, how we can give just a script, and the script will be converted into the text. Here you can select the tone as well. You want to select the voice. Let's say I'll go with this voice. Let's say I'm going to select this one, and let's see how it looks like. Okay, it's taking time to generate.
Hello. We're excited to show you our native speech capabilities, where you can direct a voice, create realistic dialogue, and so much more. Edit these placeholders to get started. Hi, I work in a tech company where I create AI-based solutions for our customers based in legal firm. Oh wow, that is wonderful.
So just like by simply entering your script, it will be able to generate your speech easily. So you can utilize the this version, this feature of your Google AI Studio as well. Not only the UI based level, you can utilize in your code as well, where you can use in your application to start generating the code. So similarly here, build. Let's say you have to create any mobile application, anything. You want to build anything, you can go and explore this. You have many features available and you can just simply start generating anything, start building anything, whatever you want. So now let's get into the coding part. Let's see how we can utilize this Google API, Gemini API in our code. So we're going to write a code. We're going to set the prompts to our Gemini model and we'll start generating a text using a Python code. So this is a notebook I have written. You guys will be able to find this notebook after this session. So just like introduction about the Gemini, we have already seen so far. So this is the so far latest version of the Gemini 2.5 Pro. It is stable and it can set up to the context size of 1 million token, and 2 million token size is also coming up. But right now, the only 1 million token size is available. So we're going to write a code. We first installed a libraries. We are going to use the LangChain Google Gen AI so we will be able to use the Gemini API in that. So we're going to install this library and also going to install. We have installed this one. Now we are going to use and import this library. So we're going to import the LangChain Google Gen AI, and from this we're going to chat Google Generative AI. So from this we'll be able to chat with any language model of the Google. So we are calling the generative AI function from that, and we are calling it as a Gen AI. So we are going to set the API key. How you guys will be able to API key? You just have to go into the dashboard. Here you just have to click on the create API key. So through this you will be able to create API key. You just have to select the project and just after this you will be able to create an API key. So after creation of your API key, you will be able to call these language models of the Google in your Python code. So I am set this API key here and I'm setting the model, which model I am going to use here. I'm going to use the Gemini 2.0 Flash. So I'm going to utilize this model and I'm going to write a prompt where I'm going to say model.generate content. So write a short story. I'm not giving him a very detailed. I'm just asking him just write a short story. So it just simply start generating a story for me. So I have just simply called the Gemini model through a Python code. Before this, we have seen how you can utilize the Gemini model through a UI of the through Google AI Studio, but through a Python application you can also call it. So this is the whole story generated. And further, I'm setting the parameters here. I'm defining the parameters here. So I'm going to set the temperature of, 0. 0.4, top T 0.95, top K 20, max output tokens. What should be my output tokens? I have to increase it, I have to decrease it. What is the stopping sequence? What is the presence penalty? What is the frequency penalty? So I am setting all the parameters here. Before this, I didn't set anything. I was just simply generating a content. Now I can set the parameters here. I'm going again calling the Gemini Flash model, and it is start generating a code for me, the output for me. But right now, if you see, this is the output is restricted to 100 words only, so it is not going beyond the 100 words. So it has generated 100 words for me. Similarly, I am setting another parameter. I'm just passing another prompt. System information. You are helpful. Okay, I am setting the context of the system. There are two things you can set. The context of the system. Context means you can set the instructions what you have to do. Let's say if you are creating a mobile app, I'm creating a calculation application. That's job is to do the calculation. I can set the instruction. You are a calculator. You are working like a calculator, a very calculator where your job is to do the calculation. So whenever user enter any text, any information, you have to do the calculation on top of that. So I am setting here. I am making use of it as as a language translator. So I will passing him different languages and I'm asking him you have to convert into the text, English to the Spanish. Spanish. So from Spanish to English, anything, whatever you want to do, you can ask it. So you are a helpful language translator. Your mission is to translate text in English to Spanish. So this is the instruction I have already set in the model context. So I will be passing this prompt, user prompt. I like bagels. So whenever I will pass this, it is going to convert this into the Spanish here. Not only this, I can pass the images as well. So I am passing the images of this food and I'm going to ask him, can you please tell me what's going on? Write a blog on this post, on this picture, an engaging blog. So I am passing the path of this image where I will upload. I have just uploaded the image here in my this Google Colab uh, data storage. I have just uploaded here. I'm just simply passing the path. I just simply ask him, can you please write a blog for me, a short blog, engaging blog based on this picture. So it will start writing a blog headline, meal prep magic, delicious and healthy Asian inspired bowls. So just simply start writing this one. So even I can ask from the question from the questions from the images. Please explain me these signs as well. So you guys can see these are the signs of the car. They're different signs, so it's going to explain every single sign. So top row, right to left to right, battery warning red, so traction control, brake warning light. So it start explaining me about the every single sign in the image. So basic classification task, I can also do this. So I am asking him, I'm giving him options. The classification task reduce output variability. So I am giving him, I'm using him as a, you can say, instructor. I'm asking him, I'm a high school student. Which of these activities do you suggest and why? So I'm asking him, should I learn Python? Should I learn JavaScript? And should I learn Fortran and why? Okay, for high school student looking for to learn a programming language, I would strongly recommend learn Python followed by Java, and highly recommend learn Fortran at this stage. Here's the breakdown. Why should I learn this? So it is giving me a whole plan. It is giving me a whole detail. Why should I learn this? So Python, my top recommendation because it is beginner friendly, versatile application. What's the reason why I am using it? Because for a good career prospect, good for project. JavaScript focus on web, essential for web development, increasingly important for backend. Fortran not recommend for a high school student at this stage. Specialized use, yes, obviously. So it is telling me, it is recommending me the right use of the all the all the options. Few short prompt, we are calling it, so a few short, and basically a type of prompt where you set some example, you show some examples to your language model and start asking the questions based on the examples. So let's say translate the following phrases to English phrases to Spanish. Hello to Hola, thank you to Gracias, goodbye to Adios. So how are you? So I'm asking him, if I'm providing you this one, you have to return me the output of the Spanish. You have to convert me like that. So it will start giving me the formal, informal, and very formal, just like you will get. Similarly, I'm providing him the summary. I'm providing him the article. I'm providing him the summary as well. So I want my output like that. So the benefit of providing examples to your language model, they start generating the output according to your desire. So I have shown him two examples. Now my third example is I have not shown the third example. Just simply showed him the article number 3, and it will start generating a summary just like the way it is I have generated for the summary 1 and summary 2, like this one. So this is all the examples we have seen. We are just simply, and again calling the model, we are just simply getting the output from here. So not only but this, we can pass the video as input to our language model as well. Gemini can accept the video as an input as well, not directly, but you can pass the URL of a video. You can get any video from the YouTube anywhere, and you can just simply start. I have just simply passed that. This is the basically a video of a song. I have passed the script, just the transcript you can get from the YouTube captions section as from caption section. I copied it and just simply this is the following transcript of the YouTube video at this URL. What is the main theme or message of this video based on the transcript? So it will go over the video, it will analyze the video, and it will see the transcript, and it will start generating output for me. So based on the transcript provided, the main theme or message of the video is declaration of the unwavering love and commitment. The lyrics express a desire of full commitment, and it is just simply went over the internet, went over this video and start generating the text for me. So this is how you can utilize, you can create a basic level of application, not basic, you can go to the advanced level of applications as well using the Gemini model. So that's all for today. I hope you guys have liked, you have learned about the Google AI Studio. You learned how we can utilize the Gemini API in our programming language through our programming language, how we can use it. So thank you guys for this session. Thank you.